have not always used butt wipes, but I don't know what the hell I was doing before these wipes. But okay, so if you've been on my channel long enough, you know that we've been discussing topics like hygiene, self-care, all of those things, how to smell good. But I was thinking about it and I'm like, I always think about my everyday hygiene, things that I do that I felt like I should make a video about, because these are things that I try to be mindful about every day when I'm doing certain things throughout the day. And so I thought that it would be a good video to make for those, just as a reminder. Okay, so the first thing has to do with something that I did today, which was pump gas. I wouldn't say I'm a germaphobe, but I'm really like, you know, I try to make sure that I'm staying clean and germ-free, especially with us going into the colder months and flu season is arriving. I want to make sure that I protect myself. So I am one of those people that you see at the gas pump with a glove on, and unfortunately I have not been buying gloves, so I make sure that the least that I do is have some disinfectant wipes. And this may be a little extra, y'all, but what I do is I take some Clorox wipes and I'll wipe down the pump handle before I touch it. So I do this because I started doing it when the pandemic started, but then I thought about it and I'm like, you know how many hands are on the gas pump, and everybody ain't clean. So we talking construction workers, people that their hands are dirty, period, from working or who knows what, and then you're putting your hand on it. And then here goes my thinking. So then you get back in your car, and if you didn't disinfect your hands or that pump, now you're spreading it out throughout your car. And then if you're like me, to go a little further, I'll start touching my face and things like that, and now you just got a million different germs all over you and in your car, and then you're bringing it back into the house. So that's just my train of thought, okay? So what I like to do is I like to get some Clorox wipes and I'll just wipe off the pump, and then I can go ahead and start pumping my gas. So then after I'm done with that, just, you know, a little extra to make sure that I'm disinfecting thoroughly, then I'll take some hand wipes. And then again, if you guys have been with me, you know I get these from Target in the travel section, and I'll take these and just wipe off my hands. And then what I like to do at least a couple times a week, if I'm just sitting at a light or I'm going to pick up my daughter and I have time, I'll just wipe off like all the areas that I touch frequently in my car. So the steering wheel, of course, the gear shift, the radio knobs, all of that I'm just trying to disinfect, because you know, I may go to the grocery store and not have time to disinfect the basket, which I do like to do. So I just want to make sure that I'm carrying like something like this all the time. So when I get back in my car or I'm done with the basket, I just like to wipe my hands off. So definitely make sure that you just bring in Clorox wipes or whatever kind of disinfectant wipes you like to get surfaces, to disinfect surfaces when you're out. And then these wet ones I really like for your hands. So, and then sometimes I'll be out, y'all, and I don't have nothing, and oh, that kills me. So that's why I like to just keep these in my car, which I pumped gas this morning and I did not have anything, but luckily my daughter was with me and she had some disinfectant gel. So just think about that when you're out. There's just germs everywhere. And so I just make sure I have these on deck. Okay, so with that being said, we gotta talk about our handbags, ladies. So right now, this Marc Jacobs tote bag is like my BFF. She goes with me everywhere. I got about 50,000 bags, but this is just so convenient for me. I bought a little organizer in here and I pretty much have all my essentials. And I was out the other day and I was just packing stuff in this bag when I was out, and I was thinking to myself, this is actually a really good bag. So I'm definitely gonna get some other colors. They have different fabrics. And it's inexpensive, so I really love this bag, but that's not the point. I wanted to show you guys this bag because I like to disinfect the bag that I'm carrying all the time as well, because again, you're out and about, you got germs on your hands, you're not always thinking to wash your hands, and guess what's really getting all the germs? Your bag. So just because, you know, I know we have leather, we're carrying around expensive bags, I would not recommend to use like a Clorox, a surface napkin. I would just use like a wet one that is gentle because it's for your hands. And I just like to go over my handles and things like that. And then to really disinfect, I would say I probably wash this about once a month. I probably could wash this bag a lot more often, but I do at least try to throw this in the washer. And if you watch my Productive Sunday video, you know I bought those garment washable bags from the laundress, and that's really good to put like your bags like this. And now I know you can't put a Louis Vuitton, like a leather bag in the washer, but again, you can always get these wet wipes and just wipe it down. Okay, so now that we done got the little disinfectant stuff out the way, I'm gonna talk about hair, because right now hair is really important for me. And around this time I will be washing my hair, but because it looks good and you know I've been working out but I've been able to maintain it, I want to make sure that my hygiene is there if I'm not going to be washing my hair as often. So what I like to do is, because when you work out you're getting a lot of like sweat in your scalp, and there could be like a smell to it a little bit, or just, you know, you need that fresh, you want that fresh smell in your hair. So what I would recommend is to use a hair perfume, and the two that I purchased that I really like is the, I believe is Jisoo honey infused hair perfume. And then I also got this Byredo Baldy at Freak. I love this scent, so everything that they have in this scent I'm purchasing. But these two are lovely, and you know, after you worked out, or you know your hair doesn't smell as fresh, you could just spray this in your hair. And I really love these, and it leaves like, you know, I almost feel like I would rather put these on than a lot of perfume, because your hair gives off a scent. And talking about sweating and all that stuff, I'm going to talk about deodorant. And y'all know, if you don't know, my favorite is the Dove antiperspirant spray deodorant. I discovered this about a year ago and I've never looked back. But my tip would be to use your deodorant at night, right after you get out the shower, or whenever you get out the shower, because as you're moving around and stuff, and it may be a little warm in your environment, you're gonna start sweating a little bit, and then you're gonna have a smell. And the last thing that you wanna do is put deodorant on top of your sweat. So I would highly recommend to put your deodorant on. And like, if you're like me, I sweat at night, so I'm definitely making sure that I'm putting deodorant on after I get out the shower at night. And then in the morning time, I will go ahead and put another layer on. Now, some of you may be wondering, well, dang, that's a lot of deodorant buildup. But what I have been trying to do once a week, and I believe it's in one of my videos I showed you guys, I've been trying to detox under my arms. So it's easy. All you need is apple cider vinegar and like a clay. I forgot what the clay is called, but you just mix it all up. You guys have seen this clay everywhere, and you just let it sit under your arms for a little bit. But I would highly recommend to make sure that you're using an antiperspirant deodorant and you're putting it on right after you get out the shower. And then another thing that I have been trying to do, y'all, because I wear eyelash extensions, and I know sometimes we don't think about our eyelash extensions when we're washing our face, but I would highly recommend, especially if you have super long lashes like myself, extensions that I get, to get an eyelash wash. And I thought about it because sometimes my eyes are itchy, and I'm like, why are my eyes so itchy? And it's because your eyelashes are catching all the debris when you're outside. If you're in the house, all the dust is sitting on your eyelashes. So guess what? If you're not washing your eyelashes regularly, all that is just building up, and it's gonna eventually get into your eye. Especially if you're like me, I'm always rubbing my eyes. So I would highly recommend, as you're washing your face, just take the time to wash your eyelashes. Now, I know a lot of eyelash technicians, at least the ones that I go to, they say, oh, no, don't wash your eyelashes, because, you know, they're worried that they'll come apart. But I don't care. I would rather have my eyelashes to be clean, my eyes to be safe and nothing to get into my eye. So I definitely recommend to use an eyelash cleaner. I did get this from an eyelash tech that I used to go to. So, but I'm pretty sure you can get this on Amazon. Oh my gosh, the lighting, the sun done went down, y'all, but we gonna keep going. I'm pretty sure that you can get this on Amazon and everywhere. Okay, so y'all know that I'm gonna always mention this, but butt wipes, booty wipes, okay? So the booty wipes, you definitely need to be using. I know some people are skeptical because you know, your septic tank, and people are like, I don't know, I don't want to be messing up my septic tank. But I know my mom uses Cottonelle, and she says that that's supposed to be the #1 butt wipe that you can use, and it won't mess up your septic tank. I have been using these with no problem, and what I really like is that these are plant-based, and they're supposed to quickly dissolve so that you don't have any plumbing issues. So again, I have not always used butt wipes, but I don't know what the hell I was doing before these wipes, but I would just highly recommend it, especially if you're gonna be out all day, you're active. You know, I drink a lot of coffee, so me in the toilet, we here, and I just know that I need some kind of aftercare besides tissue. Now, I am gonna try to invest in a bidet eventually. And you can really get some inexpensive ones, just the part, not the actual whole toilet. But I know that that's even better than these wipes. But for now, me and these wipes, we here. So I would highly recommend just use these to just feel fresh and stay fresh and smell fresh all day as you're using the bathroom. And I get a 3-pack on Amazon. They could be a little pricey, ranging between 16 to 17 bucks, but these last a while and they do the job. So the next topic is fingernails. So me, I love my long fingernails. I gotta have them, but there also is some hygiene that needs to go with having long fingernails. So for me, I like to make sure that I'm taking like a nail brush and I'm just like putting some soap and water. And after I wash my hands, I just make sure to get up under these fingernails, because food gets up under these. If you're wiping yourself, we don't know what can creep up and get up under your nails and all kinds of other stuff. So I just make sure that every time I wash my hands, I'm just going in and I'm cleaning up under my nails and then drying them thoroughly. So just keep that in mind. I mean, sometimes my nails are super long. I did change them up and they're not as long, but they're still long enough where I need to make sure that I'm thoroughly cleaning up under them. And this one is by Spiritual. I'll link it below, but they have like cuticle cream and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, like for my long nail girls, y'all know when you eating and stuff, food's gonna get up under your nails. You just can't avoid that. So just make sure that not only are you washing your hands, but cleaning up under the nails. And then another thing that I like to do is my hair brushes. So if you watched my last video, you know that I'm making sure that I'm cleaning out my hair brushes, because the last thing you want to do is have nice, clean, beautiful hair, and then you're putting like a dirty hairbrush in your hair. So all that dirt, grime, dry skin from your scalp that's in your hairbrushes or combs, you're just putting it into your nice, freshly washed hair. So I just make sure that once a week, particularly on Sundays, I'm just washing out my brushes, getting out all that week's hair and all that gunk up out of it, so that when I wash my hair, I have freshly washed hairbrushes and combs. This is something that I did not always do, but I noticed as I would pick up my brush, it's all nasty and gunky, but I still have to use it because I gotta get to where I'm going. So just keep that in mind, and literally it's super easy. All I do is fill up a sink with some hot water, put some shampoo in there, clean out my brush, get all the hair and gunk out, and then just let them sit for a while, rinse them, and air dry. That simple. So now we're gonna talk about teeth. Ooh, a butterfly. If you are a long time subscriber, you know I've had braces on forever, but they're off, and I'm super excited because I'm ready to take care of my teeth. I'm ready to be able to floss properly, and whiten my teeth, and that's another important thing. So I drink a lot of coffee. I can admit I do love sugar, and that can do a number on your teeth and how they look. I would highly recommend that you invest in some good dental products so that you always have a nice Colgate smile. So my dentist recommended that I get this Phillips Sonicare toothbrush. It was between Phillips and Oral-B. And so I went with the Phillips because I really like the sleek look of it, and I got mine from Costco. And I really like Costco because they sell these and you can get the replacement heads. And so I got this toothbrush, and it has a bunch of settings on it, and I always keep it on sensitive because my enamel and stuff is a little sensitive, but there are several different settings. And what I like about this toothbrush is that I think when you first buy it, it comes with a few replacement heads, but you can also purchase the replacement heads as you need them. But I would recommend, as a hygiene tip, is just to replace your your brush head every 3 months. And how you can tell on these is they're colored, right? They have the blue on here, but as the blue starts fading, which I'm starting to see on mine, you want to go ahead and replace it, because we know, and if you don't know, our mouths carry the most germs than anywhere else on our body. So just make sure that you're keeping that in mind. As well as, I like to cover my toothbrush because it sits in the bathroom, and that's another place that harbors a bunch of germs. But definitely make sure that you're changing. And if you don't have one of these electric toothbrushes, then make sure that you're replacing your manual toothbrush out every 3 months. And then what I really like about this, though, I'm trying to sell y'all this toothbrush, but this is not a paid sponsorship, is it comes with a UV light. As you're using your toothbrush frequently, you can disinfect it. So you literally just open this up, take the head out, the toothbrush head, and you put it in here, and you would just close the door. It has to go back like this. Close the door, plug it in, press the on button, and it's literally like gonna light up with the UV light and disinfect your toothbrush head. So I really love it. I feel like our teeth are important, and I'm gonna make sure that I do everything I do to keep my teeth for a long time. So another thing that I'm excited about is I bought this Optic White overnight whitening pen, and I'm excited to be able to use it. But just be mindful of your teeth health and the appearance of them. I know we all can't afford to go to the dentist and spend hundreds of dollars on getting our teeth bleached, but there are effective products at Target and at every drugstore that has these type of products in there for teeth whitening. So this one is like supposed to be highly rated, so I'll definitely let you guys know how I like it. But I just feel like, and I tell my daughter this all the time, our appearance is very important in the society that we live in. So I just try to make sure that I'm doing things like whitening my teeth, taking care of my teeth, because that's like the first thing people like zone in on when they're speaking to you or when they first meet you. So I just make sure that my teeth look good, and then I'm practicing good hygiene in the mouth area. Another thing too is I like to keep floss. So not only mint and stuff in my purse, but I like to keep floss in my purse. And when I have braces, they have floss that's just for braces. I still use these now because they come in these individual packets, and you can use them on regular teeth. It doesn't just have to be teeth that have braces, but it has like the little point thing to get through the braces. But I really like to bring these with me as well in my purse, because you never know if you're gonna get food or something stuck in your teeth, and a toothpick ain't always gonna work. And that just irritates me and annoys me when I'm walking around and I can feel food in my teeth. So I also make sure that I keep floss in my purse. The last hygiene tip is bed linen and your pillowcases. Make sure that you're changing those out regularly. I like to make sure that I change out my pillowcase 1 to 2 times a week, because I'm just really like a germaphobe when it comes to that. You know, we have a lot of bacteria, we slobber things on our face, and it's transferring to our pillowcases. So I just make sure that I'm changing that out, and then I change my bed linen about once a week. Sometimes it may go over, but I never let it go over 2 weeks. Because let's face it, those things get soiled, things get on them, and you just want to make sure that you are laying down in a bed with fresh linen and a fresh pillowcase. And of course, my pillowcase is always a satin pillowcase. We got to keep up with our hair health, so I definitely make sure that I'm sleeping on a satin pillowcase. So that's it, you guys. Those are my everyday practical hygiene tips that I try to make sure that I'm implementing into my everyday routine. So if you guys have any tips that I didn't mention that you guys like to do, let me know in the comments. I'm always interested to add some new things to my everyday routine. And if you are new here, I welcome you to the BJD gang. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are doing well and you're blessed. And as always, I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.